Hey guys! Alright, so I got to work super early this morning because I had a doctor's appointment. I'll tell you guys about that. And so I thought I would just record a video because I'm early and it wasn't enough time to drive home. So anyways, it kind of works out because then I'm posting a video a little bit closer to the time that I do my actual check-in. So my surgery day was on a Tuesday. So yeah, I usually base my check-in off of my weight on that Tuesday, but I usually don't actually record a video until more like Friday, Saturday, depending on what days off I have, because when, I wake up, obviously I get ready for work, I go, and then on days that, I'm working, I come home and I want to spend them with my baby because I don't really see him. He generally sleeps a little later, and by later, I mean, 8:30. Sometimes 9 o'clock he'll sleep until. So compared to other babies who are waking up at freaking 6 a.m. Oh, shoot. I might not be able to record this video. I'll go fast because she's here. But we're 20 minutes early, so I don't want to go inside yet. Okay, so anyways, yeah, it's hard for me to record the video, because I feel guilty working all day and then coming home and going into my craft room and not spending time with the baby. So yes, I'm gonna record it really fast now, then go inside and go to work. So I am Sam. I'm 5'3 3/4 and I am 32 years old, and this week I weighed in at 189 pounds. That is a 2-pound gain from last week. I would be lying if I said I wasn't extremely bummed out, and a little freaked out because I'm the fuck, I'm not supposed to be gaining weight right now. But then the logical side of me kind of, talks to myself and really, I have to kind of psychologically talk myself out of getting into a depression. It is okay to gain weight. It is okay to fluctuate, and I'm going to fluctuate in this process. And if you're going to have the surgery, you will too. There will be weeks where you don't lose weight. There will be weeks where you gain weight. This is the first week, I do believe, that I've actually gone back up. And if you guys remember, I think it was last week, or was it the week? Yeah, it was last week. I actually saw 185 on the scale. So I was thinking I was, retaining some water, going back to 187 at my check-in last Tuesday. And so for this Tuesday to be up, and even more, kind of freaked me out. But then I have to remember it was girly time. So I know I'm still retaining some water. It is hot AF here. The last 2 days, it's been 96 to 98. So I'm wondering also if I'm not getting enough water in. I'm drinking just about 70 to 80 ounces of fluids a day. But I'm wondering if my body is retaining water because it's so hot. And we have been spending time outside. We bought my son a little blow-up pool, and so each night, it's been really nice to get home and play outside. And so I've been in the sun, so it could be that I am not drinking enough water, so my body is retaining water. It could also just be nothing, it could be that I wasn't actually 185 and I was standing on the scale funny, or something was happening. Who knows what it is, but the reality is I'm 189 this week, and that's okay. It's okay. I have come to peace with it. It's now Thursday, and I'm you know what? It is what it is. I know I'm doing the right things. I know that there have been times I've eaten things that are higher in sodium, but I'm not binging. I'm not eating a bunch of sugar. I actually have not had sugar still, except for on National Donut Day. I did have very small bites of multiple, I think I had 4, maybe 5 bites total of different types of donuts, which was like barely half a donut. And my stomach was okay. The next day I was in the bathroom a little bit more, but that day I did not have any dumping or anything crazy. So I did have sugar that day, but other than that, I do not eat sweets. I do not eat a ton of carbs. I'm still within my 50 grams of carbs, and I'm not like overeating. So I know that I'm doing the right things, and I know I'm staying on track, so I'm not going to freak out. I know that that's our first instinct because we base everything off of the scale, but I'm going to go on, how do I feel? And as long as over the course of the month I'm still down, that's what my doctor is looking for. And the scale is a bitch. I'm just going to put it out there. The scale is a bitch. We hate her, and it's going to be a love-hate relationship for the rest of our lives. So I am trying to not weigh every single day. I'm going to like every other day, just because, I can kind of obsess about it. And so I'm trying to not freak out. Sorry. And obsess about it. So, yes, up 2 pounds. It's okay. Food, like I said, I did have, a few bites of a donut. It was delicious. I do not regret it. I know I've said this before, but one thing that I am, determined to do with this tool is learn how to have a healthy relationship with food. Learn how to have a balanced diet. And by balance, that means not restricting anything completely, including sugar. I'm not a huge sweets person, so that's never been a problem for me. Mine's more the salty, crunchy, chips, that sort of thing. And so finding, healthier alternatives to the things that I like and not binging on the things that I like. Because I used to be able to put away a bag, like a large bag of chips and salsa or chips and some sort of dip. Like I could do a whole bag. I wanted to show you guys these. So I don't know if you've had Quest protein chips yet, but these are delicious. This totally satisfies my chip craving. So in one bag, there's 140 calories. There is kind of a lot of sodium, 330 grams, 5 carbs, 1 gram of fiber, 1 gram of sugar. So if, you take the fiber out of your carbs, then only 4 grams of net carbs, but 19 grams of protein. And I will say, the first version of the Quest protein chips, they were very strange in their texture. They were very light and airy and almost popped, tasting. These new ones, they totally are way better. They taste more like Doritos. They have a nacho cheese one, and I've made nachos with that, and they're great. So I would definitely recommend, obviously they're, more expensive than your standard chips, but I would definitely recommend getting those. So yeah, this week, I'm just really focusing on trying to, stay on track. I have had tuna on, several days. Those tuna packets are amazing. Actually, I have one for today. So these tuna packets are great. Most of them have anywhere from 14 to 19 grams of protein, and they're really low, in weight. So this is 2.6 grams. So today I'm going to have this honey barbecue flavor, with a low carb wrap. It's only this big. It's the size of a street taco, which is perfect for me. So that's still less than 4 ounces total. And it's super satisfying. So, I'm just trying to stay on track. I did eat out more last week than than I normally do. Normally I like to bring my lunch every day, and my husband and I did have a date night where I had fish and chips and scallops. That was actually a question that came up on my Instagram is, what did I eat and drink on date night? So my doctor's rule is no drinking 30 minutes before and 30 minutes after a meal. And so, I really try to adhere to that. So I got a water and I did not really drink any of it. And then we ordered, it was a crab, spinach and artichoke dip. And I had one of the little, pieces of bread. It was, probably like this big. And I put that, and then I had like 2 other bites of the crab dip. And the restaurant we went to was extremely slow. So it took probably like almost 40 minutes in between our appetizer and our food. So that, like, I normally wouldn't eat any appetizer at all. But I thought, okay, I'll have a couple bites of this and then a few bites of my dinner because I want to taste different things. And, it actually was long enough to where I could like almost eat a full 4 ounces during my meal. So I had one fish strip. It was beer battered, and so I kind of just mainly peeled off the batter and ate the fish on the inside. And then I think I had 3 French fries. They weren't even that good. I was kind of bummed out about that. And then I had 1 scallop. And then I waited and I didn't drink any of my water afterwards until we got back into the car and I had my water bottle and I was drinking that on the way home. So date nights can still totally happen. Then we went to a movie. We would have normally gotten popcorn. We didn't get popcorn. My husband did get a diet soda, but I didn't have any because I haven't really, had carbonation yet. I'm so sorry. I have not had carbonated, diet sodas even, carbonated water, none of that. I'm not ready for that yet. So yeah, food went well. Exercise has been going great. I feel really good. I feel really strong. I'm running and lifting. So I'm going to continue doing that. Last thing, doctor's appointment. I, for Mother's Day, asked for, laser hair removal on my armpits. And, I went and had my first treatment done about 6 weeks ago. And, they said I could not wax because I have been waxing my own armpits for like 3+ years, at home. And they said, no, you have to shave. We need you to shave. I guess I don't know why, like something with like the hair follicle like being intact. I don't know. Anyways, so I've been shaving. Well, I think I got an ingrown, but I got like a bump on my armpit, and I started obviously freaking out a little because my mom had breast cancer. My dad's had melanoma skin cancer 3 times. So it's like on both sides of it. And I know, your breast tissue goes up into your armpits. You can get, breast cancer and it be more in your armpits. So anyways, I was a little freaked out. I went to the doctor this morning. She's like, no, it's fine. She gave me a shot to reduce the inflammation so that my body can naturally get the hair follicle out. But she said that it looks like it's more of like an ingrown hair. So I will be postponing my next laser treatment, just at least a week or so, but nothing to be alarmed at. But yeah, that is something that is safe to do after surgery. If anyone was asking, I asked my doctor about it. Is laser hair removal safe after bariatric surgery? And she's like, yeah, why not? So I'm glad that, there's no restrictions or anything crazy there. Obviously, I could not do it while I was pregnant or breastfeeding, but afterwards, it's fine. You just can't have sun exposure, which I'm not really lifting my pits in the sun anyway. So yeah, I don't mind doing it over summer on that area. If it were like my face or something, then, you don't want to do that in the summer. So yeah, that's kind of how this week has been going. So, I said I would post the good, bad, the ugly. Is a gain of 2 pounds what I want? No. But is it okay? And am I, gonna keep on trucking and keep moving forward? Yes. And you can too. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and thanks for watching. If you want to continue, sharing in my journey, go ahead and subscribe. I would love that. Okay, have a wonderful day. Bye-bye now.